All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest day of the season. It's the NBL Finals, and today I'm here with the Women's Commissioner, Ainamba Siko Mako. Mako, thank you for coming for the interview today. What do you think about today's game?
Thank you, Vinny, for having me. I would like to thank all the fans who have showed up. I think today has showed us that basketball has grown from what we are having previously to having full house on Wednesday. I think today we're going to have one of the best turn-ups during a weekday game. So I think it's going to be very entertaining.
Let me put you on the spot a bit. The referees. There's usually a lot of talk about the referees. You're part of the executive. Did you guys have a meeting with the referees and told them how to handle the game today?
No, we did not have a meeting with them, but they have a mandate that they look up to when they're working. And I believe from the past games, they've looked at their mistakes and they're coming to make sure that they do not repeat the same mistakes, but rather correct and give everyone a fair ground to compete today.
I know you're neutral. You don't support any team between the Oilers or Namungo Blazers. Let's talk about the Oilers team. They are trying to bounce back from the defeat last season. Of course, they lost to Namungo Blazers last season, and this season they are back. They finished number 2 on the table. What do you have to say about City Oil?
I want to think they've regrouped so much today. They've regrouped so much this season. They have come out to show us that even when you've been losing during regular season, you can come back, regroup, and bounce back strong. That's why we're being able to see them in the final, even after they had one of their hardest semi-finals in the past 10 years. So, for me, I think City Oil has really prepared for this.
The Namungo Blazers?
Those are the people's favorites. I would tell you that for anything, they have the 6th man, so Oilers has to watch their back.
I actually think I'm part of football, yet I have nothing to do with football. You increased the entrance fee to 15,000. Please talk about it.
It's the finals. I don't have to say anything. Who wants to watch a final for 10,000? Come on. Everyone should understand that quality comes with what? With class. If you want to watch a game when you're comfortable, because at 10,000, you're having everyone access the arena. So you have to increase to give people an opportunity to be comfortable. So you have to work a little extra hard to come and watch the final. Come on. It's a final. You have to pay for it.
To the fans who have missed today's game and they're not in the arena, some are scared about paying online. They think the place will be overbooked and their money will go to waste. Say something to the fans watching today.
To the fans watching today, there's still space in the arena, but also we are in a tech world. We are evolving technically, so there is no reason if you are paying via mobile money so that you can access your ticket. There are still seats here. You can still grab that border and come and pick up a seat. You will get where to sit. That I can assure you.
Okay, let me let you go and enjoy the game. Thank you so much.
Vinny. All the best.
Thank you. That has been Ainamba Siko Mako. The commissioner, Women's Commissioner, Uganda Basketball, 2026. Stay tuned, lots of basketball coming your way. The City Oilers are going to be taking on the Namungo Blazers.
Putting on the number 8 jersey, Fayette Mali. And number 11, Titus Jason One. Number 7, facing his former employers, Lukoji as a Joel, he was the former MVP as well. Joel Paul Kaira plays for the Silverbacks, 12 months of the UC Cardinals, making his mark at the Oilers. Rogers, Kauna, putting on the number 25 shirt. Next is Entrance Landry, the commander, famous for beginning his City Oil Church. He is making a return and he puts on the number 11 jersey. At number 13, we have Edgar Munaba, who was formerly with the KIA Titans. Putting on number 14, we have Benjamin Kawowo. At number 9, we have Thierry Aloha. Toba, and do not confuse his size. He is as effective as he operates.
Both teams sweeping their semi-final opponents to reach the championship series. This is the perfect setup for a high-energy broadcast open. Good evening, Uganda, and welcome to the grand stage of Uganda basketball, live from the electric MTN Lugogo Arena in Kampala, where the wait is finally over. It's the National Basketball League Finals, a best of 7 showdown featuring the defending champions, the Namugo Blazers, against the 10-time champions, the City Oilers. Both giants arrive here in dominant fashion after sweeping their semi-final series, sending a clear message that they are ready for the biggest battle of the season. The Blazers, back-to-back champions, the Blazers, the current defending champions, and looking to prove that their reign has only just begun. The Oilers, the most successful franchise in league history, are determined to reclaim the crown they once ruled for a decade. Experience versus hunger, dynasty versus defending champions. Every possession matters, every rebound counts, and every game could shape the legacy of these two basketball powerhouses. The road to the title begins tonight. Buckle up, basketball fans. Game 1 of the NBL Finals is about to tip off here in Kampala. This is what champions are made of. And the lead referee for tonight's game is none other than Mr. David Opolot. What a referee. David Opolot has been to Uganda. He's a blessing. He has been refereeing. I hope that's correct English. He has been officiating since 2013. He has had a couple of international experiences to his belt. He has done, under 16, under 18, and in Rwanda and in East Africa. He has done a couple of games. Today he is the lead referee. He's assisted by David Sefuma and Chintu Najib. And looking at the starters for the Oilers, Patrick Rambit, Joel Kaira, and Jonathan Komagu, Jermaine Vachon, and of course, not forgetting Banza Joel. And for the Namugo Blazers, the defending champions, Okello James, Anthony Chikura, Fataki Nyembo, Innocent Ochera, and Tony Drileba. Those are the starters for both teams. Just a couple of seconds before the referee can get the game underway. What an intense series this is going to be. I'm definitely sure the match is going to leave to the building. During the regular season, the series were tied at 1 apiece. Of course, the City Oilers taking the first game of the season. They took the first game, and the Namugo Blazers dominated the City Oilers in game 2. So the season series are 1 each to both teams. And the ball is finally in the air. There goes Jonathan Komagu. I think it's going to be a reset. Both players just jumping so high. Jonathan Komagu and Nyembo Fataki, arguably one of the most electric players in the basketball league this season. And Jonathan Komagu wins the tip. And there goes Patrick Rambit. The City Oilers just looking to pick the first points of the game. There goes Patrick, picks up Kaira for the 2, and Kaira fails to connect. Tony Drileba with the defensive rebound. There goes Innocent Ochera attacking the basket very, very strong. He gets the first 2 points of the game for the Namugo Blazers. Now Joel Banza trying to cook. That's Jermaine Jr. trying to cross over, and he turns over. He's trying to go behind the back. Today is guarded by Nyembo Fataki. Nyembo Fataki is arguably one of the best defensive players on the Namugo Blazers team. So possession finally on to the Namugo Blazers. Tony Drileba just trying to direct traffic. He picks up Nyembo Fataki for the 3, puts up one, and he finds to connect. Just a defensive rebound to the Oilers. And there goes Joel Banza handing over to Patrick Rambit. Now Patrick trying to cook, picks up Komagu. Now Kaira posting up on to Patrick Rambit. 3-ball, finally he gets the first 3 points of the Oilers, and it's a 1-point lead for the City Oilers. He gets the first three of the game. Now Tony Rileba onto James Okello, 3-ball, and James misses everything, just a defensive rebound to Jermaine Jr. Vashua. Very heavily by Nyembo Fataki, and that's a personal foul. So Nyembo Fataki just being very, very aggressive on Jermaine Jr. Vashua. It's assignment to the Oilers. Just 8 minutes and 30 seconds first quarter basketball. And Tony Rileba with the steal. He goes to the basket, finds to connect, and he fails to deliver the basket. A very rare miss by Tony Rileba, and Rambit for the three. Defensive Barry on his second try. Now possession back to the Namungo Blazers. Fataki Nyembo to the basket, goes up, draws contact, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws. Personal foul for Jermaine Jr. Both players guarding each other. They all have 1 foul each. And Nyembo will this time shoot 2 free throws from the charity line. Gets the first one, ties the game, tied at 3 points apiece. End-to-end action here tonight. Number gets 1 for 2 with Jermaine with the defensive rebound. Here comes Jermaine for the Oilers. Patience by Jermaine. Jermaine for the 3, puts up 1. Fails to connect. Now Nyembo on transition. Puts up 1, fails to connect. Fails to deliver. Now Banza Joel. And the Oilers playing very, very calm offense here tonight. Not rushing anything. I mean, these are the finals. These are arguably the best teams in the season. The kick out to Joel Banza. Joel fakes, attacks, draws contact, goes up. And Kaira. Oh my goodness, this is what playoffs is all about, and that's the 24-second clock. Very awesome defense by the Namungo Blazers. That's a turnover by the Oilers. Game 1 of the best of 7. Now Innocent Oshera on the opposite side of the court trying to direct traffic. Going through the pick and roll. Innocent Oshera looking for options. Picks up James Okello. James razzles and dazzles and just shoots away, but that was clear by James Okello. Now Joel Banza driving to the basket, hands over back to Patrick Rambit. Now Rambit picks up Komagum, and now Kaira. And Kaira punishes the rim, gets 2 points, flexes his shoulders. Broad man move by Joel Kaira. And it's a 2-point lead for the Oilers. Another lead change, and Jermaine with the steal. Here comes Jermaine. Almost throws 1 down, goes for the finger roll, gets 2 more points. It's now a 4-point lead for the Oilers. And it's go time here in Kampala, Uganda. The Oilers taking on the Namungo Blazers. Finals of the 2026 season. Now Fataki guarded by Joel Kaira. Fataki trying to cook, pulls up for the 3, and he connects. Makes it a 1-point difference. Now Fataki has 4 points for the Namungo Blazers. Here comes Jermaine Jr. just trying to show off his handles. Now Banza between his legs, still cooking, goes to the basket. Grown man move by Joel Banza. He gets 2 more points for the Oilers. End-to-end action tonight. Back to Nyembo for the 3, puts up 1, and this time he fails to connect. And Jonathan Komagum with yet another rebound. Now Patrick Rambit on the wrestles, picks up Kaira. Kaira puts up 1, and that was very, very strong by Kaira. Just fails to get the 2 points. Now Tony Rileba changes direction. Innocent Teixeira, 3 points. Innocent just fails to deliver. He was on target, he was just unlucky. Now Jermaine Vashua taking his time on offense. Jermaine takes his time, puts up 1, and this time he misses everything, and the ball goes out of bounds. 5 minutes, 16 seconds. It's 9 points to the Oilers and 16 to the Namungo Blazers. Being very, very electric tonight. Going to Kenny James. James never expected that one. Flex, Kaira, turns, goes to the basket, tries to get the 2 points. Tony Drileba, offensive rebound. Ochera, step back, puts up one, and he fails to connect. Very, very tough night from beyond the arc for Innocent Ochera. Has gone 0 for 2. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. The Oilers with the lead. Now Banza, the former MVP, goes through the basket, floats one, and draws contact. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. Innocent Ochera with the personal foul. Joel Banza, a former player of the Namugo Blazers, he finally made the switch to the 10-time champions, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. 4 minutes, 33 seconds. And Joel misses one. I mean, for the viewers outside there, if you've noticed subscribe, please click that button and be part of the Kawowo family. This is 2 for 2. Very, very rare. On to Tony Drileba. Fex puts up one. Supposed to deliver again. And Niembo with the defensive rebound. I mean, offensive rebound. And Joel Banza draws contact. He fouls. It's going to be 2 free throws for Fataki yet again. Fataki already has 4 points for the Namugo Blazers. He gets the first one, makes it a 2-point game. Yema Fataki is a 62% free throw shooter throughout the regular season. He gets 2 for 2 this time. And he was 100% on the try. It's now a 1-point difference, 8 points to the Oilers, I mean to the Blazers, and 9. That's a turnover. Joel Kaira forced to turn over. The kick out to Tony Drileba for the 3, and Tony connects. He gets 3 points. And just like that, it's a lead change. It's a 2-point lead for the Namugo Blazers. It's a technical timeout. What a performance by Tony Drileba and Nyembo Fataki. It's 11 points to the Namugo Blazers and 9 to the City Oilers. The City Oil fans, the Namugo Blazer fans, already getting very, very wild. It's a technical timeout. 11 points to the Namugo Blazers and 9 to the City Oilers. 3 minutes, 59 seconds. All right, welcome back from the technical timeout. It's 11 points to the North Blazers and 9-2 the Oilers. Just a technical timeout here. The court was being fixed. I mean, this is a multi-purpose court. There's a lot of games. There are a lot of games that happen here. I mean, netball, volleyball, and basketball. Of course, sometimes soccer. So it's a multi-purpose court. So it's really, really understandable. The referees, of course, thought about safety. And they called for a technical timeout, and the problem has been solved. And we're finally underway. It's a 2-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. Just a turnover by Joel Kaira, who goes to the bench. Coach Andrew Tendo taking no chances. Now Banza to the basket. Big, strong move by Joel Banza. He goes for the reverse, but he failed to deliver onto Ochera. Corner three, puts up one. Bang! Innocent Ochera with the triple. He finally gets one from the distance. Beautiful strike by Innocent Ochera. It's now up to a 5-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. Onto Joel Banza. Picks up Komagum. And Rambert, using his body, gets the 2 points. And he says too small. He just uses his body. James Okello picks up Innocent. Innocent jabs. Pulls up, picks up Anthony Shukura. And Anthony Shukura, of course, delivers. Gets 2 more points. End-to-end action in the game tonight. What an exciting game this. Now Patrick Rambert picks up Jonathan Komagum. Komagum tries picking Landry. And he turns over, steals the ball. Travel by Jonathan Komagum. Jonathan just turning over, trying to force a pass to Landry Dikumana. Vale Fayed still on the bench. He missed the entire 4th quarter in the semi-final series against the Wesley Saints. He got, the 4th quarter, he got a knee injury. Now Shakura costing up on Jonathan Komagum. Up goes Anthony. He just fails to get the 2 points. Now Patrick, that's actually Vashon, who turns over, steps out of bounds. James Okello with the beauty on defense. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. It's a 4-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. Joel Banza goes to the bench. And another 3 by Fataki Nyango. He gets 3 more points. And Coach Andrew Tendo with the timeout. It's up to an 8-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. It's 19 points to the Namungo Blazers and 11 to the City Oilers. And Coach Andrew Tendo calls for a timeout. He's going to discuss a couple of things with his players. They're playing poor defense from beyond the arc. And of course, the players will get a well-deserved rest. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes, 28 seconds. It's an 8-point lead for the defending champions, the Namungo Blazers. It's 19 to the Blazers and 11 to the Oilers.
Superstar in his place, and he's going to be a judge.
The Namugo Blazers playing full court, man-to-man. Landry trying to pick up Komagum, and it's a turnover. The Oilers just failing to beat the full court press. Now Ochera to the basket, grown man move by Innocent. There was actually contact, but the referee never thought it was a foul. Now Rambet got it by James Okello. Just playing very aggressive defense. Rambet, Okello kicks out to Jermaine for the three. And Jermaine misses. There goes Komagum, and it's a pushing foul. Anthony Shakura with the pass on the foul. It's going to be 2 free throws to Jonathan Komagum. Jonathan Komagum has really had a very tough time from the charity line. And he'll shoot 2 free throws. Still an 8-point lead for the Blazers, and Peter O'Glen checks in. Out goes Innocent Ochera. Shoot 2 free throws. And this is the first one. Komagum gets the second one. Jonathan Komagum is a 43% free throw shooter. Vale Fayed guarding Tony Drileva. It's a 7-point lead, and Fataki fakes, goes to the basket, gets the and one. Broad man move by Nyemo Fataki. And now Jermaine Junior Vashon with 2 personal fouls. I believe Coach Andrew Tendo is going to take him to the bench. Nyemo gets this. He completes the 3-point play and made it look very easy. 1 minute, 42 seconds. On to Jonathan Komagum. Komagum to the basket. That's fails to get the 2 points. That's a violation. The ball hits the backboard. Possession will go back to the Oilers. And Edgar Munaba will come on the floor. Here goes Vashon. Vashon has 2 personal fouls. One minute, 34 seconds. Possession 2. You see the Oilers. On to Jonathan. Jonathan hands over to Bale Fayed. Bale fakes. Picks up Jonathan again. Now Landry for the 3, puts up 1 and fails to connect. Poor by Landry Dukumana. That's a mismatch. Landry guarded guarding Tony Drileva and James Okello. Now Chikura all alone for the 3, and Anthony fails to connect. Now Rambet kicks out to Munaba. Munaba fakes. Just takes his time and passes to Rambet. The composure of Patrick Rambet is so out of this world. Now Patrick cooking, guarded by O'Blaine. Patrick puts up 1, gets the 2 points. I mean, he makes nothing but the net. Nicely done by Patrick Rambet. Now Fataki trying to cook, puts up 1, and this time he fails to get the 3. Now Bale Fayed on the races, puts up 1, fails to connect, and Nyembo tries to get the defensive rebound and fumbles possession. It goes out of bounds. And the commander Landry will sit on the bench. Titus Lual back on the floor for the first time. It's going to be a double substitution for the Namugo Blazers. Arthur Wanyoto will check in, and Jimmy Enabu will also check in. Nyembo Fataki will sit on the bench. What a performance by Nyembo Fataki. He has 12 points for the Namugo Blazers. He has 12 points from the 22 points. Komagum. Hands over to Patrick Rambert. Rambert trying to cook. Headed by Tony Brileba. Rambert spins, picks up Titus, puts up one, and Titus fails. Now the Nambogo Blazers on the wrestles. Trying to stretch the lead. It's an 8-point lead. Tony Brileba, 3-ball, and he uses the glass. The bank is open. He beats the buzzer, gets 3 points. Oh my goodness, it's 25 points to the Blazers and 14 to the Oilers. Tony Brileba finishes the quarter in style. I mean, fast quarter action here. It's the finals. Game 1 of the best of 7 series. If you've not yet subscribed, please click that button and be part of the Kawowo Sport family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Huge lead for the Namungo Blazers. They have an 11-point lead, just dominating the City Oilers. 25 points to the Blazers and 14 to the Namungo Blazers. Tony Brileba and Nyembo Fataki with a couple of triples from beyond the arc. This possession back to the Blazers. Jimmy Nabu on the floor and Tony Brileba. Now Peter Blank posting up on Munaba. Kick out to Arthur Wanyoto for the 3. And this time Arthur Wanyoto misses. Edgar Munaba just fails to get the rebound. What's happening here at the Lugogo MTN Arena. Very, very packed out arena tonight. Onto Blank. James Okello to the basket and he's fouled. James will shoot 2 free throws. Grown man move by James Okello. And James will shoot 2 more free throws. Just some nerves here for the City Oil players. Only Patrick Rambert looks very, very settled in the game so far. The other players have to dig very, very deep. Jermaine Vachon on the bench with 2 personal fouls. And Okello James gets 1 more. It's now up to a 12-point lead. It makes it a 13-point difference. And Komagum Jonathan will take a break. And Landry Dikomana will get back into the game. The Blazers still playing full court. Man-to-man defense. Male Fayed with possession. Guarded by Jimmy Nabu. He beats the press. Vale cooking. Looking for options. Puts up 1. And that's a 5-second violation. I mean, he held the ball for very, very long. He was trying to look for options. And the door is shut yet again. 27 points to the Blazers and 14 to the Oilers. Enabu onto Chikura. Chikura to the basket. And trying to look for Arthur Wanyoto and just turns over. Oilers putting up 14 points in the first quarter. And the Blazers putting up 25. Edgar Munaba will inbound the ball for the Oilers. He picks up Bale Fayed. Here comes Bale. Oilers with a lot. And that's the turnover. Oh my goodness, poor pass by Bale Fayed. Where's Joel Banza when the Oilers need him? Exactly 9 minutes on the clock. Second quarter basketball. Now we're playing Peter. Powers his way to the basket, tries to use the glass, and the Commander Landry with the rebound. He picks up Munaba, and it's another turnover, and Munaba saves possession. Oh my goodness, beautiful play by Munaba. Munaba keeps going, and he picks up Titus Lual. Titus spins to the basket, floats one up, and Fancy connects. The Oilers really struggling on offense. Now Enabu for the three, left all alone. Enabu just fails to connect, and Munaba picks up the rebound yet again, defensive rebound. The Blazers, the current defending champions. Now Rambert picks up. That's a foul by Tony Drileba. And the Kumano just posting up on Tony Drileba. He picks up his first personal foul, and he'll have to go to the bench. Coach Yako Steven, of course the coach of the Namugo Blazers, and Andrew Senyondwa Tendo for the Oilers. Andrew is assisted by Ben Komakech and Justice Mugisha, and for the Namugo Blazers, Steven is assisted by Paulo Dong, who's the captain, and Juko Daniel, who's also a former City Oil player, who's the champion with the City Oilers. And Landry gets the first free throw. Landry gets 1 for 2. And a blame with the defensive rebound. Now Enabu Jimmy just trying to direct traffic. Oh my goodness, beautiful pass by Anthony Chikura. And that's a turnover by Arthur Wanyoto. Now Rambert to the basket. Beautiful move by Patrick Rambert, and Anthony Chikura with his second personal foul. Very poor by Anthony Chikura. I'm very sure Coach Yako Steven will put Anthony Chikura on the bench. That's just their second team foul in this quarter. And Rambert gets the first one. He makes it an 11-point game, of course in favor of the Namugo Blazers. He gets 1 for 2. Still an 11-point game. Yembo Fataki will be getting ready to get into the game. Now Tembo cooking onto Nyembo. Obleng for the three. He fails to go Bleng. What a performance. Oh, the handles. Oh my goodness, beautiful pass. Rambert with the assist. He just picks up Landry Dikumana all alone. That's the easiest basket Landry Dikumana will make today. Onto Wanyoto for the two. Wanyoto fails, and Munaba with yet another rebound. Looks like momentum is switching. Now Rambert is taking his time with possession. Not bothered about the clock. Rambert crosses over, picks up Titus, corner three, and Titus fails yet again. Now the Blazers on the wrestle. That's a travel. Tembo Kasereka Just looking for the bounce pass. They thought Obleng was going to the basket. And the door was shut on defense. A double substitution for coach Nyako Steven. James Okello back on the floor. And Nyembo Fataki. Fataki already has 12 points. He's in double digits. The only player in double digits in the game so far. Now Rambert. It's all about Rambert. On offense, Rambert for the three. And this time he fails to connect. And Bale with the rebound. Floats one up. Fails again. And possession back to the Oilers. The Oilers on a 4-0 run. 6 minutes, 28 seconds. On to Titus. Titus kicks out to Munaba. Munaba fakes. Picks up Dikumana. Dikumana fakes. And it's a travel by Landry Dikumana. It's just going to be a side ball. It's a 9-point lead for the Namugo Blazers. Edgar Munaba just coming off the bench and playing extremely good defense with a couple of defensive rebounds. Now Fataki kicks out, picks up Wanyoto for the two, and Wanyoto misses. Wanyoto really struggling from the field. He has 2 points. Now Dikumana goes up, tries to get the 2 points, goes back up and is fouled by Kasereka. Just beaten by Arthur Wanyoto. He just leaves Arthur Wanyoto for dead, attacks the basket, misses, picks up his own offensive rebound, goes up. And Kasereka with the foul. It's Kasereka. It's actually Arthur Wanyoto with the foul. It could have gone either way. Both players fouled him. And Landry gets one. It's now down to an 8-point difference. Momentum switching in the second quarter. It's 1 for 2 again. The Oilers have been 50% from the charity line. Now Jimmy Nabu on to James Okello. Kasereka cooking, looking for options. He picks up James Okello. That's a pushing foul by Landry Dikumana. I mean, those are former teammates, Landry Dikumana and James Okello, former starters on the Oilers team in a couple of seasons ago. It's just a side by two, the Blazers. Now Okello game denied, rejected. And that's almost a turnover onto Fataki. Fataki jabs, puts up one and fails to connect. And Bale Fayed with the rebound. The Oilers playing very brilliant defense. Bale trying to cook, trying to look for options. And he kicks out to Munaba, corner three. And Munaba fails to connect. And on to Nyembo. Nyembo to the basket, punishes the rim. There goes Nyembo Fataki with a grown man move on the wrestles. It's back to a 10-point difference. Oh my goodness, Nyembo with now 14 points and the crossover by Rambert. He tries to pick Landry Dikumana and Landry just fails to get possession. 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Oh my goodness, Nyembo Fataki with a double-handed throw down. Now Kasereka on to James Okello. James Okello, that's an offensive foul by Fataki. He picks up his second personal foul. We have 3 referees, so no call will be missed. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Fataki Nyembo just getting his second personal foul. And Titus Lual will go to the bench. That foul was actually for Jimmy Enabu, not Nyembo Fataki. Nyembo Fataki still has 1 personal foul, and Jimmy Enabu with 1 personal foul, and Jermaine Vachon back into the game. Edgar Munaba goes to the bench. Patience offense here by the Oilers. And Fataki steps out of bounds. That basket won't count. It won't count. He steps out of bounds and gets possession. That will definitely not count. Possession back to the CD Oilers. It's a 10-point difference, 4 minutes, 19 seconds. It's 29 points to the Blazers and 19 to the 10-time champions. Rambert crosses over. And that's a foul by Kasereka. It's going to be 2 free throws. He fouls Jonathan Komagum. Kasereka picks up his first personal foul. Jonathan Komagum is a 46 free throw percentage shooter. He goes back to the free throw line. And Banza Joel also gets back into the check scene. Looks like Tony Drileba will also check in. And out goes Jimmy Nabu. And Jonathan Komagum gets one. Makes it a 9-point difference. And this time he gets 1 for 2. The Oilers have been 50% free throw shooters today on the charity line, and Nathan Wanyoto turns over. Looks like a pushing foul by James Okello, and the referee thinks it was a 50-50. There goes for Taki. That's actually Tembo. For Taki with the rebound. Now Nyembo tries picking Wanyoto. Back to Okello. Okello fakes. Goes up and fails to connect. Now Rambert on the races. Will be going to the basket. Rambert tries floating one up and fails to get the 2 points. Pressures by Nyembo. It's actually Tembo. Tembo fakes. Picks up Wanyoto. Very patient offense. Now to Tony Drileba for the 3. And Tony misses. Picks up Rambert. That's 2-on-1. Rambert to the basket. And Vashon just fails to get the 2 points. Here comes Tembo for the 3. And also fails. James Okello with the rebound. Back to Tony Drileba. 3-ball. And he also fails to connect another offensive rebound. Now Okello James denied by Jonathan Komagum. The rejection by Jonathan Komagum is just a side ball to the Blazers. And coach Escodata Steven with the timeout. 2 minutes, 57 seconds. It's 29 points to the Blazers and 20 to the Oilers. And for the viewers, if you have not yet subscribed, please click that button and be part of the Kawowo Sport family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the break. Poor defense by the Oilers, just failing to get a couple of defensive rebounds. I mean, they were very, very lucky. They could have gotten punished by the Namugo Blazers. Tony Drileba, Nyembo Fataki putting up a couple of threes, just failing to connect. 2 minutes, 57 seconds. Game 1 of the best of 7 series. Now Nyembo, that's a kickball by Nyembo. Broken handles, Vashon Jermaine Jr. with the beauty on defense. That's a pushing foul by Tony Drileba. He picks up his second personal foul, and Patrick Rambert will shoot 2 free throws. Patrick Rambert is a very, very composed player. Tony Drileba should watch out. He already has 2 personal fouls. Rambert has been 50% on the free throw line today. This time he gets the first one. Patrick Rambert now has 9 points for the Oilers. It's an 8-point difference. time he gets 2 for 2. Beautiful stuff by Patrick Rambert. Tembo trying to cook. He picks up Wanyoto and James Okello. Just misses the basket. And this time he's fouled. He will also shoot 2 free throws. And James Okello just showing his frustration. Just hitting the ball. Sometimes that's a technical foul. The referee is just being very, very lenient. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. It's a 7-point lead for the Blazers. And Okello James, the ball just rattles in and out. Fails to get the first one. He gets the second one. That's 50% again. And Landon Dukumana will also go to the bench. I mean, I do not know how Vashon Jermaine Jr. has 3 personal fouls. It's actually a foul on Vashon. Edgar Munaba will be getting ready to check in. Vashon has 3 personal fouls. Now Rambert taking his time, picks up Komagum. Komagum just tries going behind the back. And goes for Taki. Now Okello James on the wrestles, kicks it out to Kasereka. Kasereka back to Fataki. Fataki to the basket, floats one up, gets the 2 points. Beautiful stuff by Kasereka, by Fataki. It's back to a 10-point difference, a double-digit lead for the Namungo Blazers. Now Komagum looking for options. Now Rambert. That's a foul by Kasereka. He gets his second personal foul. Oh my goodness, some of the fans here is trying to be very, very aggressive. It's just going to be 2 free throws. And the bonus, Rambert will shoot 2 free throws. And the officials, the league referee will be talking to one of the fans. He needs to be careful, he's going to get thrown out. Some of the federation officials just warning him. If he's not serious, they're going to throw him out. And Edgar will take Vashon to the bench. Patrick Rambert will shoot 2 free throws. Some chaos by the Namungo Blazers fans. And Rambert gets one, he now has 11 points. Fataki has 16 for the Blazers. He gets 2 for 2. It's back to an 8-point game. Now Tony Drileba, 1 minute, 38 seconds. It's all been about the Namungo Blazers in the first half tonight. Now Kasereka crosses over, almost turns over. Now Drileba Tony on to James Okello. Okello fakes. A beautiful pass by Okello James, and it actually goes out of bounds. Here comes Rambert. 2 personal fouls for Tony Drileba. And Kasereka. Rambert trying to cook. Looks up Komagum, Jonathan. Komagum to the basket. Komagum fails. Almost gets the offensive rebound. Here comes Wanyoto. On to Fataki. The kick out. 3 ball. And these are going to be 3 free throws. For Kasereka, Joel Banza with the personal foul. And Kasereka gets one. Tries to get the second. He'll be shooting 3 free throws. He gets one. 1 for 3, very poor. Now Rambit directing traffic for the Oilers. James Okello guiding Rambit. Nice stuff by James Okello. Rambit floats one, and that's a foul by James Okello. And that's definitely a foul. James Okello with his hands on Patrick Rambit. Rambit with 12 points for the Oilers. Just keeping the Oilers in the game. Gets the first one. It's an 8-point lead for the defending champions. 45.2 seconds on the clock. He gets 2 for 2. Beautiful stuff by Rambit Patrick. 33 points to the Oilers and 26 to the Blazers. Wanyoto 3-ball, and the bank is open. Arthur Wanyoto with the triple. It's back to a 10-point difference. Wanyoto Arthur left all alone. Now Joel Banza onto Kaira. Back to Rambit. Rambit cooking, taking his time. Puts up one, gets the triple. Patrick Rambit with the response. Oh my goodness. Patrick Rambit with 17 points now. Just responds in style. Now Tony Drileba, 3-ball, cashes in, beats the buzzer. Oh my goodness. And that is the end of the second quarter. Tony Drileba with yet another buzzer beater in the game. It is 39 points to the Blazers and 29 to the Oilers. Stay tuned, keep it Kawowo spot. Second half basketball coming your way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Third quarter of basketball. It's a 10-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. It's 39 points to the Blazers and 29 to the 10-time champions, the City Oilers. Just waiting for the lead referee, Mr. David Opolot. Oh my goodness, David Opolot. Arguably one of the best referees in East Africa. He has been officiating since 2013. And today, in one of the biggest games of the season, of course, a championship decider, he is the lead referee, assisted by David Sefuma and Najib Chintu. The clown on the court. Namungo Blazers fan, Team Clown. 20 more minutes of action before we can get a winner. The ref will wait for the Clown to step off the court. And the starters for the Oilers in the third quarter: Patrick Rambert, Edgar Munaba, Titus Loal, and Landry Dikumana. And for the Namungo Blazers, for Taki, Innocent Ishera, Tony Drileba, James Okello, and Anthony Shukura. And here comes Patrick Rambert, just trying to look for options. Picks up Edgar Munaba. Munaba tries kicking out to Banza Joel. Onto Munaba. Munaba takes his time, and oh my goodness, Munaba rises and dances to the basket, gets the first 2 points of the quarter here. Now Nyembo Fataki on the races, but the door is shut by Edgar Munaba. Now Tony Drileba. Okello picks up Ochera, 3-ball, and Ochera buries the 3 points. Oh my goodness, he will look to make it a 4-point play. Patrick Rambert with the foul from beyond the arc, and Innocent connects. It stretches it to 11-point game. With a start by Innocent Ochera. Nice stuff here by Innocent. He now has 9 points. In and out, he misses. Now Joel Banza directing traffic for the Oilers. On to Titus. Titus fakes. Puts up one. Tries floating one up. Tries to get it onto Munaba. Munaba fakes. And Munaba loses possession. Tony Drileba very lucky. Sometimes that is called a foul. It's an 11-point lead for the defending champions, the Namungo Blazers. Now Ochera loses possession momentarily. Now Fataki, Nyembo, cooking. Picks up Okello. Okello puts up one. And this time the bank is not open. And off Titus Lual. Titus Lual just fails to get the rebound. 13 seconds on the 24-second clock. Advantage to the Namungo Blazers. They have an 11-point lead. They've really connected very well from deep. That's arguably one of the reasons they have the lead. Now James Okello puts up one, gets the 2 points. Hand down, man down. Come on, Titus. You can play better defense. And James Okello increases the lead to a 13-point lead. Now Munaba will be going to the basket. Looks for Landry Dikumana. And that's a turnover. And Fataki to the basket first to get the 2 points. Titus Lual just hesitating on the block. And Fataki thought Titus was going to block him. On to Banza. Back to Titus. Now Rambit. Rambit sidestep. Puts up one. Gets the 3 points. Good stuff by Patrick Rambit. He now has 20 points. Just keeping the Oilers alive. Sam Rambit electricity in the game tonight. It's going to be 2 free throws or a sideball. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's going to be a sideball. Never tried putting the ball up. Still a 10-point difference. Patrick Rambit with 20 points. Yembo Fataki with 16 points. Now Ochera puts up one for the 3, and Ochera connects from deep. Oh my goodness. Innocent Ochera with a cold-blooded 3. Now Joel Banza. That's a foul by Fataki. Oh my goodness, it's a foul by Banza. Tricky call here. Joel Banza with the offensive foul. Very, very unexpected. He picks up his 3rd personal foul. What a performance by the defending champions. Now Drileba looking for options. Ochera crosses over, puts up one, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws. Innocent Ochera with electricity in the 3rd quarter. Very hard to handle by the Oilers. And those are 2 personal fouls for Titus Lual. Innocent will shoot 2 free throws. He gets 1. It's now up to a 14-point difference. He gets 2 for 2. It's now a 15-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. The runaway train. I mean, hopefully the City Oils can catch up. Still have a lot of basketball action coming your way. Now Rambit Patrick crossing over. Guarded by Tony Drileva. Just 6 seconds on the 24-second clock. And that's a turnover. Poor pass by Patrick Rambit. Now Shikura Anthony picks up Ochera. Shikura crossing up on Titus Lual, using his body. Now Drileba Tony with the floater, just tries to get the 2 points. Looks like Tony Drileba. Landry Dikumana, you trying to use his body. And James Okello, they're shutting the door on defense. Drileba to the basket, gets 2 more points. That looked very, very easy. It's now 49, 50, 51, 34. Lual for the 3. Fancy connects. That is Lual. Turnover by Innocent Ochera. Back to Rambit. And that's a pushing foul by Tony Drileba. Ramba just trying to look for Titus Luau. Coach Andrew Tendo will make a double substitution. Titus Luau will go to the bench with a 17-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. Jimmy Nabu checks in. Out goes Tony Drileba. Tony Drileba with 3 personal fouls. On to Landry. The handover to Kaira. Kaira goes up, tries to get the 2 points, and that's a foul by Jimmy Nabu. That's a pushing foul by Jimmy Nabu. It's going to be 2 free throws for Joel Banza. Joel with 2 points in the game so far. 5 minutes, 46 seconds. Joel misses. Just fails to connect from the charity line. He gets the second, the friendly roll. And finally, Oilers get their 3rd point in the 3rd quarter. They've really struggled in the first 4 minutes. Now Okello James picks up Ochera. Ochera fakes. Goes to the basket, chooses his left hand. Back to Ochera. And Ochera turns over, oh my goodness. I thought Jimmy Nabu was still in the same position. 5 minutes, 24 seconds. Moses Mugisha will finally get into the game. James Okello will get a well-deserved rest. James Okello with 5 points and 6 rebounds. Crossover by Rambert. Picks up Vashon. Back to Rambert. Corner 3. Puts up 1. And this time fails to deliver. Landry just failing to get the offensive rebound. Now Fataki on the wrestles. Picks up Moses Mugisha. Moses almost turning over. Fataki for the 3. And this time Fataki misses. Innocent with the offensive rebound, just doing everything on both offense and defense. Puts up 1. And this time fails to connect. Now Banza on the wrestles. Got it by Jimmy Nabu. There goes Banza. And makes the basket, send him to the line. He'll shoot 1 free throw. Banza is the former MVP in the Uganda Basketball League. He was in the Namungo Blazers last season. And this season he plays his trend for the 10-time champions. They look to make 1 free throw. It's a 14-point difference. Banza completes the 3-point play. It makes it a 13-point difference. A couple of threes by Innocent Ochera. Now Fataki. On to Innocent Ochera. Back to Fataki. Fataki picks up Chikura. Chikura for the 2. And Chikura misses. The Oilers now playing zone defense. On to Vashon. Vashon trying to cook. Picks up Rambit. Rambit to the basket. Up goes Rambit. And Ochera on the wrestles. Goes up, gets for 2 points. Beautiful stuff by Ochera. Banza on to Landry. Back to Kaira. Back to Banza. Corner 3. Puts up 1 and he misses. Gets his own rebound. Beautiful stuff by Banza Joel. Oh my goodness. That was slick by Joel. The nifty layup by Banza Joel. He gets 2 more points. Now Joel Banza is up to 8 points for the 10-time champions. Mugisha on to Fataki. Corner 3. And Fataki fails to connect. On to Rambit. And there on the wrestles, Patrick Rambit keeps going. Tries to pick Kaira. And that's a turnover. It's a 13-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Now Ochera. Fataki fakes. Goes up. And this time he fails to get it. And down goes Vashon. Possession still back to Jimmy Nabu. Now Fataki. And Fataki failing again. Gets his own rebound. Fataki doing everything. And this time he floats one up. Beautiful stop by Fataki. He gets 2 more points. He now has 18 points. It's a 15-point difference. Now Jermaine Jr. cooking. Picks up Kaira. Kaira on to Landry. And Landry gets 2 more points. Oh my goodness. Landry left all alone. He made it look so easy. It's back to a 13-point game. End-to-end action. Now Ochera for the 3. And Ochera fails to connect another rebound. Now Jimmy Nabu, 3-ball. And Jimmy this time fails. Kaira and Landry just failing to communicate on the rebound. Possession will go back to the Namugo Blazers. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. And Ochera will sit Tembo Kasereka back on the floor. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. 55 points to the Blazers and 42 points to the Oilers. Now Kasereka, 0 hesitation for the 3, in and out. And Kaira with a defensive rebound this time. And 38 points scored between Patrick Rambert and Fataki. It's just going to be a sideball. These are now 14 fouls for the Namugo Blazers. It's still a 13-point lead. Jermaine Vachon Jr. winning bound for the defending champions, the Blazers. Kaira almost turns over onto Joel. Joel tries floating one up, and that's a personal foul for Mugisha Moses. Baza will shoot 2 free throws. Blank Peter will check in for the Namugo Blazers. And Nyembo Fataki will take a break. 1 minute 43 seconds. Baza failed. The Oilers really struggling today. Semi-finals game 1. Finals game 1. Best of 7 series. And he gets the second. And Bale Fayed will look to come in. Patrick Rambert will sit. Now Jimmy Nabu trying to direct traffic. It's a 12-point lead for the defending champions. Anthony Shikura turns, almost loses the ball. Picks up Pito Blang, puts up one, gets the 3. He goes blang. Oh my goodness. Pito Blang makes it a 15-point difference. Couple of 3s by the Namugo Blazers. Now Kaira posting up, puts up one, tries to get the 2 points. On to Jimmy Nabu. Jimmy Nabu on the races, trying to pick up Anthony Chikura, and it's just a turnover. Oh my goodness, less than 1 minute on the clock. A very electric crowd tonight. Now Kaira picks up Bale. Now they're trying to cook. Back to Kaira. Kaira to the basket. Oh my goodness. Grown man move by Joel Kaira. He should have dunked that one. It's back to a 13-point difference.
26 seconds.
Tembo picks up Kasereka. Jermaine Vachon almost still in possession. 20.5 seconds. That's 9 seconds on the 24-second clock. That's 11-second differential. Possession to the Namugo Blazers. Jimmy Nabu will inbound for the Blazers. Just a technical timeout here. The ball is wet. One of the officials will look to clean the ball and hand it back to Jimmy Nabu. Now Kasereka, guarded by Kaira. Can he beat the buzzer? Tembo, and that's a turnover. And here comes Junior. That's a pushing foul by Anthony Shikura. Jermaine will shoot 2 free throws. That's very poor by the Namugo Blazers. And Anthony Shikura with his 3rd personal foul. Yeah, he'll look to go to the bench. Good decision by Coach Steven Nyeko. 13-point difference, 8.3 on the clock, 58 to the Blazers and 45 to the Oilers. And Jermaine gets one. It's down to a 12-point game. Jermaine gets 2 for 2. Now with Nabu Jimmy. That's a foul by Joel Banza. He picks up his 4th personal foul. Very poor decision by Joel Banza. It's his 4th personal foul. He'll definitely go to the bench. Jimmy Nabu will shoot 2 free throws. Oh my goodness, what a player. Jimmy Nabu is the longevity. Played for the Knight Riders, played for the UCU Cannons, played for Power Basketball Club, played for City Oil, and is now playing for the Namugo Blazers. He misses the first one. Misses 2 for 2. On to Bale. To beat the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen, we'll finally come to the end of the 2nd quarter. It's an 11-point lead for the Namugo Blazers. 58 points to the Blazers and 47 to the Oilers. 10 more minutes of action coming your way. Keep it Kawowo Sport, and if you've not yet subscribed, please click that button. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Some goodies from Mountain Dew to the crowd. I mean, the fans getting some goodies. Last 10 minutes of the game. It's 11-point lead for the Namugo Blazers. Now we're playing Peter. Puts up one. That was tough. Fails to connect. Now Jermaine Vachon on to Rambit. Shot by Rambit. It's a Vachon. Vashon directing traffic. Vashon trying to cross over. Keeps going to the basket. Vashon picks up Landry. And they're just failing. And it's a foul by Landry. It's going to be a side ball. Landry picking up a pass on the foul. That's his second pass on the foul. We're still at 11-point lead for the Blazers. Landry picking up his second pass on it. Tony Vileba still on the bench. Nyemba Fataki still on the bench. Kasereka corner three. Misses everything on a blame with the offensive rebounds and gets 2 more points. The defense goes to sleep. Back to a 13-point difference. Rebak for the 3. Oh my goodness. Rambed Patrick with the triple. It makes it a 10-point game. He now has 23. He's very, very hot in the game tonight. Mugisha to the basket. Beautiful stuff by Mugisha. He just fails to get the basket. And Landry with the rebound. It's a Patrick. Patience by Patrick. On to Bale. Now Patrick again. Patrick turns over. Poor stuff by Patrick. Now a blend. Jimmy Nabu to the basket, gets 2 points. And Coach Andrew Tendo with the timeout. It's back to a 12-point difference for the Namungo Blazers. 62 points to the Namungo Blazers and 50 points to the City Oilers. Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Blazers keeping the medal on the pedal. I mean, keeping the pedal on the medal, I beg your pardon. Still have a 12-point lead, a double-digit lead. The Oilers just failing on lots of opportunities to cut the lead. Rambet with a turnover, and Jimmy Nabu getting the 2 points. Kasereka Tembo goes to the bench. Tony Drileba back onto the floor. Patrick Rambet trying to direct traffic. Fayed Bale guarded by Wanyoto. Now Landry goes to the basket, picks up Kaira. Beautiful pass by Landry the Kumana. Kaira left all alone. It's a 10-point difference. Kahira was going to throw it down. Wanyoto for the 2. He fails to connect. And Jermaine with the rebound. And now the Oilers can reduce it to a single-digit lead on this offense. On to Bale. Bale to the basket, puts up 1, gets the 2 points. It's a 5-0 run. For the Oilers, it's an 8-point game. Now in Nabujimi, back to Obleng. Obleng to the basket. Oh my goodness, beautiful scoop layup by Peter Obleng. It's back to a 10-point game. That was beautiful by Obleng. That's a foul. Was this Mugisha? It's actually Tony Drileba. Picks up his 4th personal. Jimmy Nabu will go to the bench. 4 personal fouls for Tony Drileba. Landry. Pressures by Landry on the paint, on the post. Trying to cook something. And there goes Landry. Up he goes. Transfers to get the basket. Now 3-on-1. Tony Releba. Oh my goodness. Beautiful pass by Tony. It's back to a 12-point game. The Oilers just failing to take advantage of the defense. It's a 4-point run. Patrick Rambert with the teardrop. Now Fataki on the wrestles. Picks up a Blaine. That's going to be a side ball. Landry Dikumana with the personal foul. Second team foul for the Oilers in the fourth quarter. Another 3 personal fouls for Landry Dikumana. 6 minutes, 28 seconds. It's a 12-point lead for the champions. Wanyoto onto Mugisha. That's a kick ball by Fataki, just a turnover. Patrick Rambert for the Oilers. He has 23 points. Another foul for Fataki. Yeah, that's a pushing foul by Fataki. He picks up his third personal foul. That's a timeout to coach Steven Escodata. 6 minutes, 16 seconds, 66 points to the Namugo Blazers and 54 to the City Oilers. Keep it Kawowo Sports. If you have not subscribed, please click that button and be part of the family. Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes, 16 seconds. It's a 12-point lead for the Namugo Blazers. It's 66 points to the Blazers and 54 points to the Oilers. Possession to the Oilers. 19 seconds on the 24-second clock. Remember Fataki picking up his third personal foul just before the timeout. Here comes Rambert onto Bale Fayed, 3-ball. Bale just failing to connect, and that's a rebound by Jermaine Vachon, who shoot 2 free throws. That was a strong move by Jermaine. He just takes the ball off Tony Drileba. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. That was Arthur Wanyoto with his second personal. Jermaine Vachon with only 4 points today. He had 22 points in Game 3 in the semi-finals against the Race Life Saints. James Okello will be getting ready to get back into the game. Vachon gets one. He gets 2 for 2. It's back to a 10-point difference. Moses Mugisha will go to the bench. James Okello will check in. James Okello was very, very dominant in the first half, playing defense on some of the guards of the City Oilers. Now Tony Drileba trying to cook. On to Fataki. The Blazers just being very patient with possession. Now Arthur Wanyoto, he turns over. Beautiful stuff. And the defense, still a 10-point difference. Now Patrick Rambert, on to Jermaine. Now Landry, back to Patrick, on to Bale, corner three, puts up one. That's a pushing foul. That's a pushing foul by one of the Namungo Blazer players. That's the fourth personal foul for Fataki, who picks up his fourth personal. It's just going to be a side ball. That's an off the ball foul by Fataki. Patrick Rambert will inbounds. He picks up Vashon. Now Bale. Bale keeping his handles alive. Tries to get the 2 points. Defensive rebound by James Okello. Bale Fire just delays the transition. And Fataki. On to James Okello. Okello turning, takes his time. And he just fails to connect. And Vashon on the rest is Vashon. Keeps going, and goes in and out. And Kayima Joel loses possession. And it's off one of the Namungo Blazer players. Anthony Shikura will check in. Anthony and Arthur Wanyoto will go to the bench. Still a 10-point difference. Now Kaira posting up on James Okello. Kaira on to Bale. Bale looking for options. Bale keeps going and he turns over. Anthony Dileba loses possession. 4 minutes, 41 seconds. Is it a 24-second clock violation? Possession back to the Oilers. The Blazers just failing to take advantage of the slow defense. Now Patrick Rambert, headed by Fataki. Rambert looking for the 2 points. And the Kumana just fails to get the 2 points. Here comes Fataki for the Namungo Blazers, just trying to cook. On to James Okello. Okello showing off his handles. Guarded by Bale Fayed. Okello, 2 for Taki. Corner three, puts up one, and he fails to connect. It's another offensive rebound for the Blazers. Now Tony Dileba looking for options. He picks up Fataki. Fataki on to Chikura. Chikura hooks one up, and he fails yet again. Now Jermaine for the Oilers. Here comes Jermaine. On to Bale. Back to Rambert. Rambert concentrates, puts up one, and he fails. Oh my goodness, beautiful stuff by the Namungo Blazers. And Peter Obleng thinking about attacking the basket. Picks up Fataki. And patience by the Blazers. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Still a 10-point lead for the Blazers. Tony Dileba, 3 ball. And this time he fails to connect. And Jermaine just gets the rebound. Here comes the Oilers. Now Jermaine, still cooking. Picks up Rambert. Landry Dikumana, posting up. Goes up, gets the 2 points. It's a single-digit lead for the Namungo Blazers. It's an 8-point lead. 3 minutes, 5 seconds, pressure time here. Here comes Tony Dileba. Now Fataki. Now Anthony Shikura. Back to Fataki. James Okello, the Oilers, the Blazers just moving the ball very, very patiently. Shikura puts one up while falling. He just fails to get it onto Bale. Momentum shifting. Bale Fayed onto Rambert, hesitates. Onto Kaira. Kaira looking for options. He picks up Jermaine Jr. Jermaine to the basket. Beautiful stuff by Jermaine. He goes up and under, gets 2 points. It's down to a 6-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. Pressure time here, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Now Chikura Anthony. That's a foul. It's going to be a side ball. Landry Ndikumana just getting his 4th personal foul. And that's the third team foul for the Oilers in the 4th quarter. Pressure time here, it's just a 6-point lead. The Oilers have been down by as many as 17 points. And it's now down to a 6-point difference. Double substitution for Coach Andrew Tendo. Jonathan Komagum and Titus Lual on the floor. Possession to the Blazers. Now Chikura looking for options. Here comes Tony Drileba. 3 ball. And Tony Drileba with the 3-ball. Is that the dagger? Beautiful stuff by Tony Drileba. He gets the 3 points. Now Komagum on to Titus. Titus fakes. Up goes Titus onto Rambert for the 3. That was in and out. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that was the dagger by Tony Drileba. Big shot coming in from Tony Drileba, a former City Oil player. With a nail on the coffin. Now Chikura to the basket, block shot. Now here comes Jermaine. It is 3-on-1. Rambert to the basket, he gets the 2 points. It's a 7-point difference. Now Fataki, 1 minute 20 seconds. Fataki cooking to the basket. Fataki, that's a kick ball by Titus Lual. Fataki trying to do too much. And it's the timeout. Coach Andrew Tendo Senyondwa with the timeout is 69 points to the Namungo Blazers and 62 points to the Oilers. Pressure time here at the MTN Lugogo Arena, courtesy of Kawowo Sports. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Beautiful basketball being played at the MTN Lugogo Arena. It's a 7-point lead for the defending champions, the Namungo Blazers. 1 minute, 16 seconds. I mean, the game living to the billing. Very entertaining game 1 here. Possession to the Namungo Blazers. Just a technical timeout. 18 seconds on the 24-second clock. Tony Drileba will inbound possession for the Namungo Blazers. Pressure time here. Pressure always creates diamonds. What do the Namungo Blazers have in their bag of tricks? Now Peter Bleng almost standing over now. 1 minute, 11 seconds. The Oilers locked in defensively in the 4th quarter. On to James Okello. Now Chikura crosses over, goes through the basket. And that's a personal foul. It's going to be 2 free throws. Anthony Chikura will shoot 2 free throws. going to be 2 free throws to Anthony Shikura. Jonathan Komagum picking up his second foul. And Anthony Shikura just fails on his first attempts. And this is 2 for 2. And that's a pushing foul on James Okello. It's going to be 2 free throws, both teams in the bonus. It's going to be 2 free throws. James Okello picking up his second personal foul, just trying to get the offensive rebound. Kaira Joel will look to make, it's actually Titus Lual, who has 0 points. Has had a very tough playoff series. I mean, from the semi-finals and now onto the finals. I mean, he's a former MVP. I know he'll bounce back very, very strong. And he fails on his first attempt. There's still a 7-point difference. And this is 2 for 2. Oh my goodness. Tony Releva just running the clock, managing the game. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. And Shikura, the Blazers just trying to run the clock. Attacking, fouled by Titus Loal. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Only 4 seconds. I mean, only 42.6 seconds. Looks like the Namogo Blazers are going to take game 1. And it's then Anthony Shikura buries the first one. He stretches the lead to 8 points. He gets 2 for 2. I mean, Coach Andrew Taylor will not be calling for a timeout. It's a 9-point lead for Jonathan. Back to Rambit. Rambit to the basket. There goes Rambit. That's the 2 points. Strong move by Patrick Rambit. He now has 25 points. Rambit has been very, very awesome today. And Tony Dreleba just running the clock. Turnover. Here comes Jermaine Jr. Jermaine will be looking for Bale. Corner 3, puts up one and delivers. It's down to a 4-point difference. Anthony Dreleba fouled. It's 11.6 seconds on the clock. It's a 5-point game. Bale Fayed with the triple from the corner. It's a 4-point difference. 71 to the Blazers and 67 to the Oilers. Tony Dreleba will look to make pressure shots here. Tony Dreleba has 14 points to his name today. He's a 78% free throw shooter. He gets the first one. Nicely done by Tony. Very composed on the charity line. He gets 2 for 2, and Coach Andrew Senyondwa with the timeout is 72 points to the 73 to the Namogo Blazers and 67 to the Oilers. 11.3 seconds on the clock. I mean, for the viewers outside there, thank you very, very much for keeping it Kawowo Sports. I mean, please click that button and subscribe and be part of the family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 11.3 seconds on the clock. Looks like the Namungo Blazers will take game one. Of course, that's if the Oilers come up with something special or maybe a miracle. Patrick Roberts will inbound for the Oilers. And that's a turnover. I mean, I think that sums up everything. Actually, Coach Escodata Stevie was calling for a timeout. It's a 6-point lead for the Namungo Blazers. 73 to the Blazers and 67 to the Oilers. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Possession to the Namungo Blazers. I highly doubt if the City Oilers will play defense. On the floor for the Oilers, Vashon, Lual, Rambert, Jonathan, and Fayed. And for the Blazers, Kasereka, Shukura, Obleng, Okello, and Rileba. Shukura, Rileba. I think they're gonna throw in the white towel. That's waiting for the final buzzer now. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The final buzzer sounds, and first blood in the NBL finals belongs to the defending champions, the Namungo Blazers. They came into this championship series with a title to defend, and tonight they have made the perfect start against the 10-time champions, the City Oilers. The Blazers stand tall and take game one of this best of 7 series. But remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. One game is in the books. 3 more victories are needed to lift their championship trophy. And you can be sure the City Oilers will have an answer when game 2 arrives. For tonight though, Kampala belongs to the Blazers. Namungo strike fast, they draw fast blood, and they lead the NBL finals 1-0. Game 1 is done. Blazers 1, Oilers 0. The battle for the championship has officially begun. Final scores: 73 points to the Namungo Blazers and 67 to the Oilers. I've been your host, Vinny Jurua. Mambo out.